Hey guys, this is gamingwithtape, and today you join me for World War II Fighter Jet Showdown Part 1, the Propeller entries. Yes, so at the end of Fighter Jet Showdown Season 2, I said I was going to do a couple of one-off episodes on the World War II planes. Today is going to be the propeller planes, next time will be jets, and I got a bunch of submissions, and they were all pretty cool, and I have selected 8 to go up and fight each other. So the first... So the first planes that will be going up are the XP-57 Thunder Strikers, which come to me from TJ. And these are pretty cool. They kind of look like they're pretty much based on F4U Corsairs, based on their wings, sort of, although I think they had, you know, straighter wings. But yeah, and they also seem to use pretty much the same engine. And they'll be going up against the P-40 Warhawk, which these come to me from Gabriel? Something like that. I will always butcher names no matter how simple they are. Anyway, yeah, and this is pretty cool. It's a Curtiss P-40 Warhawk, maybe a real plane? My knowledge of planes isn't incredible, so you know. Anyway, but yeah, these are pretty nice as well. I really like how these wings look, actually. They're very central and everything. So yeah, but anyway, let's just get these into the air before I keep rambling. So, pilots taking off? We good? Are you taking off? Maybe these engines are just terrible. A lot of these engines are pretty, yeah, these engines are really powerful. That's the problem with Airplane Plus is the mod most people are using for, well, I think everyone's using for their engines who have sent me submissions. A lot of them are pretty weak at low altitude. Like these are really weak at low altitude, as you can see, and these are insane. So I'm kind of thinking the people who've used the really powerful engines might get a, you know, have a pretty big advantage here, but this is just a bit of fun to see some cool World War II dogfights if you don't get enough of that from Fall of Kerbin, which you will get no more because my Air Force has been destroyed in Fall of Kerbin. Anywho, so yes, they'll get into their starting position, these guys rather slowly. Yeah, these I've experienced these engines in some of my Fall of Kerbin craft, and I do know them to be a bit wanting, and it looks like we're getting into position. I think these have to get up to altitude first, but yeah, I think, are you already going in? Fucking hell. Oh yeah, they are, it started, I didn't even notice, but these guys are pretty low down. These guys are zooming in. I think these guys have more guns as well, so this is gonna be a massacre. But yeah, I thought it would be nice to have a change of pace and do some propeller stuff, and then some early jet stuff, because we see, you know, the normal jets all the time, and yeah, it gets a bit samey, so it's fun to have a little bit of fun with this, and no missiles today, so there will be no missile kills. Pretty much all the craft are using the BD Armory 50 cals. I think Aviator Arsenal does work. Ooh, get your shit wrecked. Anyway, let's watch the fight, then I'll talk about mods and shit. Actually, and these guys are very maneuverable. They're already on his tail. This guy is much faster, so should be able to escape. But these guys seem to be quite maneuverable, and looks like maybe a bit of a lucky shot there, but they did take down the first one. And now this guy's got a guy on his tail. He'll be able to outrun him fairly easily, but it looks like these P-40 Warhawks are pretty damn maneuverable, and I think they may have even just scored a kill, which I missed. I did miss it when I was switching away, I'm sorry, but they stripped off the wing, and yeah, clearly speed isn't everything. Maneuverability for the win. So yes, the P-40 Warhawks get themselves a nice victory. They will be going to the semi-final, and all will be good. So let's move on to the next round of the qualifier. So the next craft that will be going up will be a pair of P-38s, which come to me from Chris, and yeah, these are pretty cool. They're obviously based on P-38s, which were American heavy fighters, twin boom, twin engine. I guess twin boom. Is this a third boom? Is it tri-boom? No, I think this counts as it. Anyway, doesn't matter. But yes, this is a pretty nice looking craft, and they will be going up against a pair of CM442s, which come to me from Madman Morton, which is a rather fantastic name. I'm not sure what these are based off, but they look pretty nice. They've got weird looking green wingtips though, with these little biplane parts, although it actually does look kind of cool. Let's get them into the air and get them fighting. Now these are using the BF-109 engines, which aren't super great at low altitudes, but are pretty fantastic at higher altitudes. These, again, using the Whirlwind engines, the same thing on the winners of last time, actually, which were the engines used on the P-38. And yeah, they should do pretty well, they seem to be, and having two of them will help quite a lot. And like I was saying last, just before the fighting started, in the last dogfight, yeah, it looks like most people have used the BD Armory 50 cals. I think I basically requested that. I thought Aviator Arsenal hadn't been updated for 1.3, but I just wasn't looking hard enough, and it had been. But it looks like most people went for the 50 cals anyway, which is probably good because, I mean, it's good to have fairly similar guns in these kind of competitions because then it's more of a test of the airframe and things. These planes do look really nice though. I really like the tilted up wings. It's very realistic. Something I rarely actually do on my own craft in Fall of Kerbin. Looks like this guy's having trouble turning. These aren't the most maneuverable craft clearly, so maybe these guys are already on them. These guys might have a bit of an advantage in maneuverability, which seems to be rather, well, obviously, is really important in a dogfight, although speed is very helpful as well. Being able to boom and zoom your target is quite nice. These are using 650 cals, whereas these are using also 6, so yeah, not looking good for these guys, but these are nose-mounted, so they'll get a more kind of precise shots. Anyway, gunfire opens up. This guy's a much bigger target as well. Looks like no one's been hit. It looks like that guy's fine. But there are 2 guys on him now, and oh, that was a nice little shot of him flying overhead. This guy dives low, maybe a bad move given how unmaneuverable he is, but it looks like these guys aren't going to hit the ground, but were diving pretty low. The other P-38 opening up lights up one of the CM442s, and looks like he will be down and out. But the other one, of course, still alive, chasing down the targets. Looks like he's putting some fire on one of these P-38s now, but the P-38's wingman is closing in, but he won't be able to maneuver quickly enough to get on this guy's tail. So this guy might have a chance of pulling it back. He's putting some serious fire onto him, but it's not looking good. I mean, it's not getting a lot of hits. These 50 cals aren't the most accurate. And this guy is pulling some pretty decent maneuvers, but might give up too much speed doing this. Looks like he's maybe turning for an attack now, but some fire comes in, doesn't get the kill. Very disappointing about the accuracy of these, but still makes it more interesting, I guess. Now we've got the CM442 closing right to range, somehow still not getting hits. It really should be. What's happening? Maybe he's shooting for the hole, you know, maybe he's shooting for center of mass. That'd be depressing. But eventually he gets the kill and it beautifully flies past. Look at that. Oh, I love World War II fights. They're just so kind of... They're slightly slower and just look really nice. But it looks like this guy's losing a lot of altitude and has a P-38 on his tail now. Will he be able to pull out in time before the P-38 closes him down? Looks like that guy's just a little too high and can't really maneuver into a good position. So this guy's actually going to get behind him just by nature of sort of being here. This is rather interesting. They're in a really weird position. The P-38 is pulling out now, though. Trying to go vertical. I think the BD Armory wingman's having trouble with these engines, and this guy might actually stall out. Not fantastic. Need to get those settings perfect. Although it is annoying trying to get the settings really well done. Looks like this guy might actually get the kill now. This guy's... Ooh, he's pulling out, though. It's going to be a joust. Oh, no, this guy's pussied out. He's going to get probably murdered now. Wow, this has actually been pretty. This has been pretty cool. Much kind of more interesting than the first fight of just a couple of quick murders. This guy's trying to get away, but it looks like this guy's just too maneuverable. But ooh, oh no, he's gotten out of it. Has he though? Oh no, this guy's quite. This CM442. That's an annoyingly hard thing to say for some reason. It's actually doing a really good job of staying on this guy's tail. It looks like he might even be faster as well. It looks like he may just be the superior fighter. A heavy fighter's advantage really is range. That's kind of their big thing, I think, at least. I mean, I may be wrong about that. Obviously, they can carry more weapons and things. But that is useless now that he has been split in two, cleaved in twain, and the CM442 takes the victory, flies on just victoriously and gloriously. Really earned it. Lost himself a wingman early on, but really just really owned those guys after that. Capable of taking down 2 pretty damn good planes. So yeah, he will be, the CM442 will be going to the semi-final. But let's move on to the 3rd round of the qualifier. So the next planes that will be going up will be a pair of P-51D Mustangs, which come to me from the Penguin Bros. These are of course some American fighters from World War II, which were incredibly effective and really were kind of towards the late end of World War II, and I think, well, they were just much better than a lot of the enemy aircraft, especially the Zeros and all of that kind of stuff. But yeah, these are pretty cool. They did come with drop tanks, but I dropped them because, you know, I want a little speed in this match. So yeah, these are pretty nice. They're packing 650 cals, which seems to be the standard thing right now. And they will be going up against a pair of F7F Tiger Cats. Now these come to me from Jacob, and I believe these are heavy fighters. I actually don't really know. I guess they're in a fighter jet showdown and they're really big, so... yeah, they're packing 8 machine guns, which I guess is good because they're a heavy fighter, because they're quite a big target. They deserve more weaponry. Anyway, let's get them into the air and notice how swiftly I've put these up. Both of them taking off very slowly. These are the Kraken engines. These are actually the Spitfire engines, which I was using on, I think, the S5F or S6F. Anyway, some of my Sparrows in Fall of Kerbal, and they were great fighters, but not very fast. These are, of course, using these big Bumblebee engines, which are very effective. These are what I used on my carrier fighters, well, carrier attackers in Fall of Kerbal, which were really good. They were really fast. They just weren't very maneuverable. Anyway, it'll be interesting to see who wins. It's actually a bit of a different thing to commentate these as it is to normal fighter jet showdown, because usually with normal fighter jet showdown, everything's moving so quickly and everyone's getting out of the way and there's missiles everywhere. But this is a little bit more serene and slow. It's odd, but it's nice. It's nice to have a change of pace. You know, we see too many jets fight each other. Let's see some propeller aircraft. Looks like it's just going to be 1-on-1 initially. I don't know where the other Mustang is. Yeah, where the fuck is the other Mustang? Oh, ways behind. But yeah, looks like it's going to be a 1-on-1 joust. Looks like the F7F Tiger Cat takes a nasty hit to the wing, tumbles into the ground straight away. The Mustang striking a victory, a first victory. But now the S7F looks like it's lighting up one of the Mustangs and explodes in beautiful style. Now it's 1-on-1. One of the most interesting things to see. So yes, 2 quick kills, and now it will be all about skill. It looks like the P-51 Mustang, though, is already lighting up the Tiger Cat. He's trying to run, but he won't run for long, although he is turning to joust, but that might not be the best idea. I don't really know. Oh, and his wing is stripped off by the Mustang. He flies through, taking a glorious kill. Rather beautiful, actually. These fly really nicely. Anyway, yeah, that was pretty quick. Another quick one, and yeah, looks as if the P-51s will be going into the semi-final. But let's go and find out what they will be fighting to get to the final in the last round of the qualifier. So the final craft in the qualifiers will be actually a pair of, well, a couple of kind of quirky designs. The first is the XP-54 Ascender, which comes to me from Jacob, and these are actually based on real planes. Penguin actually did a very in-depth video if you want to go and watch that and learn more about the Ascender than my brief inaccurate summary that's about to come. So yes, these were some kind of experimental aircraft that never really went into production. I believe they were developed by the United States. They use a rear pusher propeller, which has a number of advantages. It actually, you know, reduces drag quite significantly. It means you can mount your machine guns in the nose, which, you know, increases kind of, not accuracy, but I guess precision. And it also means there's no kind of wavy air going over your wings, so it can increase maneuverability. However, this was, in real life, just horrifically poorly maneuverable, and a number of them actually crashed. And yeah, I don't think the engines were powerful enough either, because they couldn't get... I don't think the engines they were going to use were actually put into development. Something like that. Anyway, you can go and watch Penguin's video if you really want to know more about it. But yeah, these are pretty cool, and I was glad to see these. They don't look exactly like the Ascenders, but they look pretty good, and I do like them. And these will be going up against a pair of Flash Hearts. These come to me from Rob, and these are pretty cool. These are obviously biplanes. They're not, you know, most of World War II wasn't fought with biplanes, but there were some biplanes, at least at the kind of start of World War II with the less developed countries. And actually, the island of Malta, owned by the British, was being just routinely bombed by Stuka dive bombers, and they had pretty much no good air defense until they found 4 biplanes kind of packed up, disassembled in some storage unit, and they kind of assembled them, and there was just like 4 biplanes, but because the Stukas really had fighter escort, they were able to actually defend off the Stukas for pretty much until they stopped coming. So it's a really cool story, actually. I do like that. So I thought it was really cool to include these, and these are totally stock. You'll notice these are lying down here because this is actually a seat, and this has all just been beautifully designed by Rob, and it's just really nice. I just really like this plane, how there's even like little things in here that look like kind of, you know, control points, and it's just, there's lots of little details on this that I really like, and I thought it would make sense to have a couple of little biplanes in here. So anyway, let's get them into the air. A quick save, because these might clip themselves on the cockpits. In fact, they will. I don't know why I haven't moved the cockpits. It's cool. They just knock them out of the way. Yeah, these are obviously going to be horrendously slow with these tiny little Baron engines. These were actually the engines we used on our are biplanes in World War One of Fall of Kerbin. So yeah. Anyway, these will be maneuverable though, because they are biplanes, and you know, as we know from fucking hell, they're getting close to those mountains. Come on, take off, baby. I'm just gonna take them off myself. There we go. Anyway, yes, and as we know from Malta, they are capable of shooting down planes. You know, they're going to be maneuverable. They're going to be slow, but it's okay. We've seen plenty of slow planes win today, and they just look so nice. I just love these cockpits made out of little wing surfaces, and this is real effort. I really like this Rob, and I love the XP-57 Ascenders because XP-54 Ascenders because these are just, you know, interesting aircraft to talk about. Where's the other one? Oh, he's over there. Alright, they got to get to 8 kilometers. These guys still not past the hills. This is going to be real rough. Please don't hit the ground. I should have put these guys flying out to sea. Yeah, they just missed the mountain. Oh, well, not the mountain, the small hill. Oh, this might be a murder, but I kind of hope that these win the whole competition because it would be like, what the fuck? Come on, guys. They're closing in on you now. You gotta start fighting. Oh, this is going to be real dark. It's just going to be a murder. Oh, here comes the Ascender. Run, little biplane. Run. Run for your life. Oh, the Ascenders won't even go this low. Maybe this is their strategy, although this guy's going to hit a hill. Don't hit a hill, little flash heart. Oh, come on. Just turn a bit. Are you even... There we go. Yeah. You are alive in there. They're not taking any of your shit Ascenders. You just come down here, and then we can shoot you. This might be a long preparation to a very short dogfight. Just shoot each other. Oh no, it's already happening. Okay, now they're descending. This little flash heart. Oh, he's gonna have trouble. Come on, buddy, turn and fight. Don't just fly forward. I know you've got to get to a certain altitude, but come on. What's your minimum altitude? Move this over here. What's your minimum altitude? 500. What's your minimum combat speed? Ah, that's the problem. Yeah, you gotta set this up a little better. Turn around and shoot him. Yes! Yeah! Nope. Just running this way. Fuck you, I'm flying this now. I'm having none of this. I love this plane too much. Yeah, we're breaking fighter jet showdown rules. My engines have been turned off. Fuck the rules. Oh god, I'm probably just gonna give this to the Ascenders given that these don't work, but I want to see these fight a bit. So you're gonna see me fight them. I don't have mouse aim flight mod, so this is gonna be kind of difficult, but whatever. There we go. If I don't do this, I don't think anyone's ever gonna die, so... Oh god, I am terrible with a keyboard. I've gotten so used to mouse aim flight. Oh, they're turning now. I'm chasing them. I'm chasing them down. Come on, come on. Go get my HOTAS. Oh, looks like I got a good hit. Oh shit, it looks like I'm gonna get a kill. I am giving this to the Ascenders just because these don't work, but I might try and kill them anyway for love of this plane. Oh god. Oh look at me, I'm defending Malta like a boss. Oh god, Malta will be so safe under my rule. I rule it because I'm the one with the plane. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's a good kill for the... Okay, yeah, this one just didn't really work. It's because the AI flight computer doesn't really work with biplanes that well. But you know, we get to see a little bit of fun, a little bit of history. Just a lot of me kind of trying to shoot an Ascender with a biplane. Come on, I want to get this kill. Oh, come on. Malta will be safe from the American aircraft. The evil Americanskis. Oh, looks like this guy's joining the fight now. Hey, buddy. Don't worry, we're fighting off these Ascenders. Although these Ascenders in real life were pretty crappy aircraft, so... Come on. Come on, baby. Let's get this kill. Seriously, keyboards aren't great for this. I'm sure there are people who are much better. Oh, there we go. We got the kill. Well, we got the wing off. He should die soon. I'm going to shoot down the other one. I'm the only plane. Malta is mine. I'm having fun. Fuck you. You find another video. This is what we're doing from now on. Alright, let's move on to the semi-finals, in which we will see, well, the winners of the qualifiers fight each other. So, here we are in the first round of the semi-final, which will, of course, be between the P-40 Warhawks and the CM-442s. So let's get them into the air and hope that they do a little better than those biplanes. Although they do take off quite slowly, but it does take a while to spool up a propeller. Anyway, yeah, so these, I think these were both the slower but more maneuverable of the aircraft that they fought. So yeah, should be pretty good. The semi-finals are usually the more interesting fights, as we find some craft that are truly capable and put them up against each other, because sometimes you get stuff that just doesn't work too well, you know, it's just a little too slow, or it's a biplane? No, I fucking love that biplane. I think there was some confusion when I announced this. I think some people thought that this would be Season 3, but this is just a little interlude. This is, you know, it's a Christmas special or something like that. No, this is, yeah, this is just a bit of an interlude between Season 2 and 3, because I leave a little time between seasons of Fighter Jet Showdown, because, you know, give people time to develop, give people time to cool off, give people time to forget the title so they'll click on it more and I'll get more views. You know, that kind of, all that kind of stuff. It's all about you. Alright, so we got one Warhawk coming in here. Looks like this guy will be coming in first against both of them. They've got to be more consistent in their turning, you know. Although maybe this guy, you know, distracts these. This guy follows up with some kills. Who knows? These have proven to be pretty effective, at least against those other craft in the first fight. So yes, they close in, close to gun range, prepare to light each other up. And who will shoot? Oh, this guy's shooting first. Looks like these guys haven't actually been lining up. They've been aiming for the other guy. It was a perfect distraction. And now a hail of gunfire comes in from this guy's wingman. This guy turns around. I'm going to switch to the other Warhawk. He'll probably have a better view. And it looks like he might take himself a kill. He strips off the wings at basically point blank range. Strips off both of them. That was beautiful. How's the other one of these guys? He's on the tail of the Warhawk and scores a kill pretty much in just instant succession. That's often how these go in Fighter Jet Showdown, so why should we expect any different? And gets another hit just for vengeance. But ooh, Warhawk goes vertical. Will he stall out? This guy's going a little, you gotta pull out! Pull out! Oh, and he crashes! Distracted into the ground, terrified of this guy's gunfire. And the Warhawk takes it. Well, that was anyone's game, really. A lot of quick kills, but the CM442 just couldn't keep it in the air. Anyway, so this guy will be going to the final. The Warhawk, truly, you know, fantastic aircraft. Got a beautiful kill where it shot off both of the wings simultaneously. Anyway, let's see who will be facing the Warhawk in the final. So, of course, the second round of the semi-final will be between the P-51D Mustangs over here and the XP-54 Ascenders. Let's get them into the air. Now, of course, we don't really know how well the Ascenders do, because we saw them just fly near some biplanes and me declare them the victor. And then me shoot them down with biplanes, because I'm a baller. But anyway, yes, we know these to be rather fantastic, and these look like they're actually doing a pretty good job. They surely look formidable. Anyway, yes, get them into the air. Please don't hit the hills. That'd be really annoying. Alright, competition is starting. The P-51s line up to take on their other American planes. Well, we know the P-51s in real life, very effective, very good fighters. These, not so much, but they're looking much better in the game, at least. Anyway, so these guys moving in now to get themselves some kills. Yeah, just got to get to gun range. It's nice not having missiles, really, although it does make this a little boring, just flying at each other. Just imagine lots of tension. I'll put on some crazy tense music from the YouTube open source library so I don't, you know, get demonetized. Anyway, looks like these guys are going head on, going to shoot the shit out of each other. Who will fire first? Will it be Han or... Oh, he's firing early, you little cheat. Opening fire, lots of casings flying in my camera view. Looks like it's 2-on-1 right here. Opening fire, but that guy's actually okay. It's all split up and crazy. How's this Ascender doing? Oh, he's got a guy running his tail now. That's where his engine is. That's not where you want to get shot. But oh, that guy's scared off by his wingman. That's some good teamwork. Like to see teamwork in these. Will this guy get a kill? Will he take down a P-51? Does he have a guy on his tail? Doesn't look like it. And oh, the P-51 goes up. He's down for the count. The other P-51, what is he doing now? Might actually light up the Ascender just after, as so often happens. But it looks like the Ascender's out of here. Oh no, he gets the kill from 1.5 kilometers away with 50 cals. That's quite impressive. But the Ascender is closing in on him now. Oh no, actually not. This guy's getting away. Looks like this might be faster than the Ascender, which is interesting. Oh no, this guy's just in a turn trying to get behind him. Not really maneuverable enough. Who will win now, though? It's a one-on-one, as we often see it. It's always fun to see a one-on-one. Who will best the other craft? This guy's in a turn, though, getting into gun range. might cost him the fight since he's not pointing his guns, and oh shit, he's getting lit up. But he easily pulls away, dives out of the way of gunfire. This flies very, very serenely and nicely. But oh, takes a hit to the wing, but he's alive. Oh, more gunfire comes in, but he's still alive, and it looks like he might get out of this if he can outmaneuver the... Oh no, he's turned to let him go right on his tail. Oh, Jesus Christ. And the P-51 gets lit up by the Ascender, who just easily stays on his tail, lights him up, puts some gunfire in. So yes, the XP-57, truly better than the P-51, and of course, the biplane. Anyway, so let's go and see this fight, the P-40, in the final, to see who is the best of the World War II fighters. So, the final will of course be between the P-40 Warhawk and the XP-54 Ascender. Let's get them into the air and see who is the best of the World War II fighters. Now, I actually didn't expect either of these to get here, just because they were kind of, this one was slow, and this one I knew from, you know, real life wasn't fantastic, but this is actually pretty good. It really held its own against the P-51, which was a really fantastic aircraft in this and in real life. The Warhawks, of course, just very maneuverable. These really big wings really help that, and they've got a pretty beefy tailplane as well. So yeah, and these actually have the least guns from the competition. Oh no, the biplanes have the least guns, but whatever. Oh no, these guys also have the least guns. These have 2 guns. Well, these are very impressive. Clearly you don't need lots and lots of guns. Although 250 cal is pretty low for a World War II fighter. You'd usually have like an array of 50 cals or maybe some 30mm cannons or something. Yeah, no, it didn't. It had much that was the Ascender's main problem, actually. Well, one of its problems. Is it actually had very small front control surfaces. So these have been fixed by having modern control surfaces, which is a little bit cheaty, but this is a kind of more of a casual series. There aren't really a ton of rules. Just don't use Gauss cannons or 20mm. I had some complaints about that, like how am I supposed to get a good rate of fire? It's like use a lot of machine guns like they did in World War II. They didn't have you know, chain guns. Anyway, the gunfire starts. This guy's, looks like the P-40s have been firing first. This guy stripped apart by both of them at the same time. But will this guy manage to pull it back and light up? Oh, no. These guys split apart now, and this guy's got a guy in his tail. Has he? Nope. Just these guys don't really, you can't tell which way they're facing because their wings are so central. Who are you shooting? Oh, he's still shooting the guy who's going down. That might play very well to this guy's, to the Ascender's advantage. But looks like he's just flying straight now. He's given up. He's too sad from losing his wingman. And what are you doing? Fly. Oh no, there we go. Alright. Starting to take fire now. Don't think he'll be able to get away. This guy's just too maneuverable, and actually looks like he's going pretty quickly. Maybe too quickly. Will he go right past? Oh no, looks like he's going to get a pretty good kill. Oh no, oh Jesus, oh god. If he can just line up his guns, I was like point blank to the wing. The wing explodes actually after it's been shot, and this guy goes down. The P-40 Warhawks are victorious. They have been really good today, actually. I thought this engine would hamper them a bit just by being slow, but they actually are pretty fast and really, really maneuverable. They also didn't have a lot of fuel in them, which may have been helpful to that. But yeah, these have been really good, actually. But yeah, congratulations to Gabriel. These are really cool. Yeah, they did really well. They definitely weren't the ones I thought were going to win, but they really trounced all of the competition. I didn't think, did any of them ever get shot? Oh yeah, one of them got shot down in the semi-finals. Anyway, so yes, this has been World War II Fighter Jet Showdown, Fighter Prop Showdown. The next episode will be World War II Fighter Jet Showdown, so if you have any World War II style jets with kind of like Juno engines, probably similar weapons to this, I'll just say stick to these Brownings, because the Aviator Arsenal things are great, but they work differently to BD Armory. They have different, like, they're more realistic, and these just get quicker kills, which is, you know, more interesting for a video like this. So yeah, you can send them in. I've already received quite a few, but it would be nice to see more. And yeah, and then in probably like a month or so, there'll be Fighter Jet Showdown Season 3, back to normal jets, and I'm sure they will get better and better, as they always seem to do. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this. This has been, like I said, fuck that, cut. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this. This has been KSP with Tape. I will see you next time.